Hey guys, it's Karynjean. Welcome back to the studio. Welcome to the studio. If it's your first time here, hi. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. I sure would appreciate that. And I do appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to do what's on my desk. We're actually going to, this is the Junk Journal July. I did this one in the middle of the night, and then this is the 21st. Today is the 22nd. I'll do the 22nd, and hopefully we'll be caught up. But first, as I'm cleaning, not just here in the studio, but, you know, other spots in my house and going through stuff, I'm going to show you a few things. This is exactly what it says. I always carried this when I was a hospice chaplain for my schedule. Now, hold on a second. I just want to make sure there are no names that are going to be shown here. Okay, let me go someplace where there are no names. Okay, here are no names. This is an example of how I would do my hospice schedule. I would just kind of sketch out, notice it's in pencil because there was a lot of erasing going on. Like this weekend I was on call, there was payday, and then these are the names of different facilities. And I always had, you know, a grouping of people to visit at each facility. So like at Rittenhouse, I would try to get all my people in at Rittenhouse in one day. Sometimes it would not work that way because sometimes there was more than like 4 or 5 people there, and I really, as a chaplain, you could really only do, they want you to do like 5 visits a day. You really can't do that as a chaplain. Chaplaincy, you're there depending upon the patient. You could be there for an hour. It takes time to chart the whole thing. So this is the type of schedule. But I'm showing you this because, and then I stopped. I had to stop actually working on, this is May 19th. I had a meeting in the morning, and then I went on up to the Cape, which was fabulous. But that was also the last time I saw my brother was a year ago, over a year ago, May 19th. No, that doesn't make sense. I think I was there in September as well. Pretty sure I was there in September. But the book, it's the book that, oh, and then this is just notes. It's the book I'm trying to show you. Again, we can use this to make, because the size of it. Can I throw it away? Sure, I can throw it away, and then it'll end up in a trash heap somewhere. But to use this as a master board to cover it up, to do things with it. That's what this is. Now, this is from when I was in real estate. I formed an LLC, and this is from that bank account. And here are the deposit tickets, which I never used because everything is done electronically, right? You don't have checks for anything. I haven't thrown these away yet simply because they're business size, right? So they're big, they're long. It might be worth, again, am I hoarding? Maybe. But this, look at this, which also I don't think I ever used because I would keep track of it on a spreadsheet. Oh, well, I did there. So, but the size of it, first of all, I love the colors, right? It's a little bit of a heavier paper, and the size here is, and it's going in the right direction. Now I prefer this to be the 11 because when I fold things in half, but this is, so it's shy. It's a little bit more than 9.5, but so let's go there. So let's say 9.5 by 8.5. So it would fit a journal this way. It would just be like an inch short, or depending upon how I fold it, then I can like attach another page to it or something. So this to me is, I was going to say liquid gold. It's not liquid gold, it's paper gold. So I just wanted to show you those things. Yes, you know, take a look at what you have around the house that you're no longer using, like this stuff that can be used in a journal. I am going to, yes, plop it on the floor right now because I don't feel like getting up. Okay, so July 21st was contrast, and I realize it's probably shiny because there's a lot of embossing powder on there. The contrast, I was going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, you know, contrast. You compare things and you contrast things, opposite, right? Opposite. So, and I was going back and forth with color, with themes, night and day. You know, what about Winnie the Pooh? Doing something like, because I have those colorized stickers, it could be old versus new, and how the different versions of Pooh. Pooh pretty much has stayed the same, except that, like here, I'll show you in these, like he's colorized for one thing, but we also see him smiling with his mouth open. We don't see that in the book really, simply because it's 100 years old, but it wasn't enough of a contrast. So this is what I came up with. I don't know if it works, but this is what I came up with. I used 3 different stencils here. Maybe you can see the honeycomb pattern, right? So first I laid down honeycomb, and then in a darker color down here, you might be able to see a brick wall. So I was using the brick wall, the heaviness, the sturdiness, banging your head against a brick wall. And then up here, which you might not be able to see, is there's a stencil. It's a Simon Hurley stencil. I think it's called Net. So it's very fluid and movie. So that's part of the contrast that I was going for, the brick wall versus the movement and the fluidity of a net. Okay. So that's basically what I was going for. This is, whoops, this guy's not supposed to be down there. He's supposed to be up in the middle. There it is. So, and then this is supposed to be the sun. It's a blue sun. I used the same alcohol paper that I made that out of, the other half of it, to just, cut that out and have a little fun with that. So I still have to put the date on it. Because of all the heavy embossing that I was doing and the ink blending, I had the corners paper clipped down because they were not staying down on their own. So that is for the 21st. Also, I'm having problems with these plastic spirals. Metal spirals would be nicer, but the plastic spirals, it's not going to make it. First of all, I know it's not going to make it. The spiral's just not big enough. So I need to figure out what to do. Now, this morning I was searching around for the metal cinches that came with the, because I bought cinches when I bought the cinch machine, right? And I can't find them, and I probably threw them away because I didn't like them. I didn't like the metal cinches. I was hoping that they would give me more room. And I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% sure I threw them away because in my head I was like, I don't like these. I'm not going to use them. I prefer spirals. But I'm having trouble with the spirals because this journal is too big. So I have to figure out, and like I said, it's not going to last. So I have to figure out another way. I'm either going to have to order cinches or maybe larger spirals, but not plastic spirals. Maybe just get a small supply of, if they even sell metal spirals. Because, it's not working. The other option I have is using, well, not these, because I've tried using these, and these don't work for me. But using some type of metal O-ring, well, that one's closing. I'll have to, look at this. I'll have to go through these to see. The issue with using the metal O-rings is that there will be a lot more movement this way, a lot more movement that way. But if it's going to keep this together temporarily, maybe that's what I'm going to have to do that. So anyway, so here's contrast. See, there's Pooh. I just put Pooh in there, just like that. This is the photograph that I had from my digitals that I had printed out, and I just gusseted that. And photo paper will gusset. It doesn't like to gusset because it's not meant to bend, but I'm rubbing it because it feels gritty, like maybe some embossing powder or something. But it's a gusseted pocket. Now, and you know how I like to try to coordinate pages that are next to each other. Like, see, here we go. This one it's not working. It's all bent out of shape. And so here it's with the dandelions, right? Okay, so to make my life easier, to to make my life easier, I am going to I'm taking the spiral out. It's just not working for me. I'm taking the spiral out, and I will think of another way to keep this journal together. Maybe I'll use just rubber bands at the moment, right? Or I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I could use a ribbon to. Well, let's think about this. I'm thinking weaving a ribbon in and out to keep it together. And I can do that. I'm also thinking that maybe we should wait until the end of the month, until the journal is all together, because it's going to get bulkier as we go. It just is. It's just going to get bulkier. So maybe it would be a better idea to wait until it's all done before I then bind it together. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And as you can see, I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting the spiral out. It doesn't want to come. Here we go. Nope. I mean, it's just it's a plastic that's, I think I'm just, ow! Stabbing myself with it. Let's see if I can get it out. All right. Okay, there we go. The spiral is out. It would also make it easier to do. And you could see how here it's a little bit misshapen. It's a thin plastic spiral. It's not meant. I'm asking it to do more than what it's capable of doing. So it's not the spiral fault. It's my fault. It's my fault asking it to do more than what it's capable of doing. Okay, so I might have to just stick that one out there for a second, because our next, this is gritty. Oh, see how this, I really went heavy with the embossing powder, kind of shone through the opposite side. This is pockets. Now, pockets are not a problem for us. What is going to be, I'm going to put this right there so I don't forget it. The next prompt to it, pockets and then overlap. Okay. Pockets, and then this one's going to be overlap. Okay, let me think about this one for a second. What do we want to do? What do we want to do to the background? First of all, what do we want to do to the background? Also, let's pick a color. Let's pick a color. Green. This one's pulling up. What are we going to do our pockets out of? Oh. This is pulling up. What are we gonna do our pockets out of? I'm thinking, well, you know what? I don't think it's true how much I love the blues and greens, and there's a lot of blue and green in here. there's purple. I was thinking I really don't have purple in here, and I really, okay, well, you know, and purple being, I mean, there's purple there. No purple, there's purple. Okay, we're doing purple. We're gonna do purple. Oh, bear with me just a second. Okay, let's pull over some scrappity doodads. I'll put that aside, maybe, well, here's pockets right there. Not purple, but, you know, it's small enough to fit in this journal. My eyeballs, love my eyeballs. This I still have to go through. Oh, look at that. This one I still have to go through. Here's more pockets. That's too heavy. That would go into a journal. There's a lot of fabric in here. Pockets, paper. Pockets, pockets, pockets. There's the new, oh, there's Harriet Tubman. These are the things I want to put in the, well, some of these things are the things I want to put, I need to go through it in the, let me do that one. Yep, Pizza box journal. Thank you very much. Purple, purple, purple. Now, are we going to ink the background? Or are we going to, this is what I was looking for. There. Are we going to, what are we gonna do? So what we're doing is we're going to see what scrapways, oh, for heaven's sakes, what scrap stuffs we have in purple. Again, oh, there we go. The cardstock, but, oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Oh, 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 here we go. Oh, I love that. And we have this purple. We will take just the one. We'll take the other one. We'll take just the one. We will just take that one. Okay. And I think, as I clean and go, I think we're just going to start with that. Now that is, I think that's good. I think that's good right there. So this is going back here. This is going back here. This is going back here. This is going back. We're not using that. I think I need to look for a, I need to move this out of the way. I need to look for a stencil, a doily type stencil. I think that's what I need to look for. That's what I'm trying to say. A doily type stencil. This is awfully huge. Also, well, that's awfully huge. That's okay. Maybe we can cover this whole thing with the Jane Davenport. With the Jane Davenport, and let's get some right there. Okay, right there is good. We're gonna cut it here because of the folds. And I am going to slap dab glue stick. Hold on a second. Ah! I need this big piece here. Glue stick. Whoosh! I need to make sure that this side is covered as much as possible because it's tissue. It is a heavier tissue paper. Glue on my fingers. Oh, for heaven's sakes! It is a heavier tissue paper, but I still need to be able to because the glue will also smooth out the tissue paper. Okay. Ugh. And from that, we will, there. We're going to cut around. Cut around. So how's everybody doing today? We'll fix that in a minute. The weather is better for us this weekend. It is Saturday, and the high is supposed to be 81 today, so the air conditioners are off, the windows are open. Thank you, Jesus. And even up here, the noise you hear in the background is the fan on the air conditioner, not the air conditioner itself. I don't have the air conditioner on, I have just the fan on. Because as you have recently seen, you can see how this room has, especially with the bookcase now, right in front of me, has really poor circulation and airflow. Let's just put it that way. Poor circulation and airflow. So, see if we can, there, let's try that. So although I have the window open in the closet, and since the window's open, the blind is up, but we also know that front closet it's a closet, for heaven's sakes. How's the air supposed to get out of there? It doesn't really. So I put the fan on behind me, which is also a good thing because since spray painting the bookcase and stuff, the room has had that certain odor, right? But now the door's open, the cat's coming in and out at his leisure. He's trying to get into the attic over there, that attic crawl space over there. So it looks like that dot is underneath it, but it's just the way the paper is. Okay, so here we have our pockets. Here we have our base. All right, I won't, I'm throwing it away. It's tissue paper. I have more of it. I don't use it that much. I'm having issues because I'm wearing a dress, right? Here we go. I'm wearing a dress. And I'm wearing not this time. I mean, this was a work dress, for heaven's sakes. All right, so now, pockets. We have this, which is awfully big for this. Let's see. I know we have smaller ones. They're all pink. I don't think I have any purples in here. I do not. I have pink. So we're going to put you right back in. What are you doing in there? Hold on. See if we can get you out. You don't belong in there. Thank you. Come on. For heaven's sakes. There. Come out. Come out, wherever you are. Some of these are so tiny, they might do better off in one of those Dollar Tree containers. Now, pockets. We can do a smaller butterfly. Let's see. This was a die cut. These are my two butterfly punches. This is a 3-inch butterfly punch, kind of big. This one, not quite sure how. Maybe I should do it on scrap paper to see if I'm going to like the shape of it. That might be a better idea. Or should we just go for it? Knowing me, let's just go for it. I don't know if I really like the shape of that butterfly. It's more angular than it is rounded. This one is more rounded. It's also going to be, all right, a lot smaller than that one. which might be an issue. This one is, yeah, it looks more like a bat than a butterfly to me. I'm sorry. Call it like I see it. Call it like I see it. All right, well, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with those. But this is a pocket. We can also, let's get out the paper trimmer. Trim it right there. Right there, right there, right there. Make that a pocket. Trim this down right there, right there. That's a scrap. Don't know what we're going to do with that. Do we save scraps? We try not to. Not anymore. Now, I really like this here. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. That is not. We're going to do that. And we're going to see how big this is. Hello, mini scoreboard. I love it. You live in there. This is, whoops, 5.5. We can do 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch gusset. That doesn't look like 1/2 inch. That's not 5.5. That's 5.25. Dag nabbit. All right, that's fine. No, it's not fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, there. I am going to make that one 1/2 inch to just get rid of the darker. Over here, I'll make it 1/4 inch. This is going to be an awfully big pocket. And then down here, I'm going to make it, I don't know, 3/8 inch, whatever. I'm trying to not do a very big pocket, but at the same time, why can't I open this? There we go. But at the same time, not have a lot of scraps, right? Scraps are not my friend. Do not want the scraps. Do not want the scraps. Okay. Let's see what we have. So that one's folded over there. This one is folded over here. This one is folded over here. Just burnish that down with the non-bone bone folder. Okay, so that's a pocket. You could put a pocket on top of that as well. This, I don't know if we're going to be using this at all. Now we have this one. We can make a pocket. Oh, this is directional. Look at that. Dang, navy it all. Dang, navy it all. I was going to do it this way. Does it matter that it's directional? Not necessarily. We can put it here. We'll also gusset that just because why not? Let's just gusset stuff. Okay, that's lovely, but that's not a lot of pockets. Now, purple is the main color. Again, this guy is awfully big. We can make that a pocket and that a pocket. We could do that. We can do it. Remember, this on the right hand side is where the spine is. Can't do it that way. It would have to be this way. There's really not a whole lot of purple on this butterfly. All right, we're putting that butterfly aside. We have that. We have that. Yeah, I'm going to gusset this one. This one doesn't need to be gusseted. Now, I need more purple. Okay, let's think this through again. So we have a gusseted pocket there. I want to make a pocket out of this. This one I can make a hinged pocket. I'm going to cut it. If I cut it here along this line, maybe cut it down here, cut it down here. Cut it on this blue line right here. Okay. I don't know if that is going to give me enough of what I'm thinking. That's an awfully deep pocket, but it's going to be folded up. Okay, I'm going to score it here. Yep. Score it just along there. Okay, I'm gonna fold that up. Hopefully the paper isn't gonna tear. Can't fold a straight line. Saved my life, even with the score line. Okay, what's going on in my mind right now, sorry the words are not coming out of my mouth, is, and then we're gonna fold it like this. This is gonna be a hinged pocket. So, but I wanna make it like the bag. I wanna make it a bag like Rachel did, is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to fold it down here, right? And then I'm going to fold it down here. Here's the dog whining. We hear all the noises now that the studio door is open again. That's a little bit crooked. We're gonna fold it down there like that. Okay, that's folded up like that. Okay, this is fine for now. We're turning it into a bag, so we're going to fold it here just a little bit, and we're gonna fold it here. Let's fold it here and fold it here. It's a bit of a big bag. Okay. Now, how does that fit on the page? Big pocket. That's okay. All right, so this is, no, let's see. So this is, we need to cut this down to the second fold line, but we're only cutting the two end pieces. Right. We're not cutting anything on the two end pieces. We're cutting, and we're not cutting anything. We're not cutting anything on top. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. On the bottom, we're going to, where's the fold? I'm sorry. We're going to cut it in just a little bit, and we're going to cut it in just a little bit. What I did not do, I used the paper trimmer. I did not tear it. I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to scissor it right there. And we're going to scissor it right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this stuff down. I'm going to use wet glue. Use wet glue. So this one is going to be folded down all the way there. So boom, 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 boom. I should probably have cut it in a little bit, but we're folding that one down to the second line. Whoops, sorry. This one we're folding down just to the first line. Ooh. And just to the first line. Paper towel, paper towel. Detailed work, I know. Detailed work, I know. I can't find a paper towel, so. Okay. There. Now this one, bear with me, I need to straighten that out just a little, right there. Thank you, right there. That one and that one. Lovely. Now, how far are they overlapping? I'm going to put a line of glue there and a line of glue there. And I don't know. Okay, and then they'll be sealed on the bottom through the fold up, so that should be fine. Let's get this there. Okay. Oh, I did not fold that over enough. Dang nabbit all. Okay, we can fix that with, I don't know, washi tape. And then this is getting folded up. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna place a piece of washi tape there to cover that, also to reinforce that a little bit. And then I am going to use those scissors to cut across the top of it. Now, washi tape in a land of purple. We could use butterflies. Not quite the splatter image, but butterflies. All right, let's use the butterflies. Don't need to do it on both sides. We will do to here. And then I'm going to go rest my back for a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and I did cut out a butterfly from this, but I also made sure to cut it out of the center so that we can actually put vellum back there and make use of this elsewhere. It's pretty cool. Could do the same thing with this now that I think about it, but we're not going to do that. So, all right, so we have this down here. We're going to hinge this up here. We're going to glue that down there. And I have my purple flowers I'm going to decorate it with, and we also need to stick poo somewhere. Not a problem. But before, let me just go back over here to, let's see what we have of poo. Oh, excuse me. And I am going to go back to book page poo as opposed to non-book page poo. Let's see what we have. We need a poo. Most of these he's looking away from us at this point. Looking away from this mirror. Him and his honey. Hold on a second. I have an idea. I might put him on the previous page. I do know we have, well, maybe that one. We have poo on the previous page as in the form of a journaling card. But maybe that one. Okay, let's put these back over here. All right, so it's one of these. Now, this one, we can actually just like stick him here looking around. This one, obviously we're going to fussy cut. Whichever one we choose, we're fussy cutting out. We can put here. We can put underneath the butterfly. I think we'll use that one. I think we're going to use that one. Okay, so first things first, we're going to, I will actually put a notch in this just because it is a pocket. Looks a little crooked to me. Looks a little crooked to me. The eye nose 2 and 1/8 and 2 and, oh, it is just a hair crooked. I'm telling you, the eye nose, people, the eye nose. Hold on. There we go. All right, just a tiny little thumb notch there. There we go. There it went. And we will even get out, I think this is a wilted violet. I was going to say dusty Concord, but it's wilted violet. Oh, excuse me. And wet glue. Right there. Right there. This is a gusseted pocket. I'm going to put the butterfly down first. And let's see if we can just throw a little bit of color around the edges, because as I said, this is more blue, not a lot of purple there. Now, I said it was going to be a tuck spot. We can, where are we going to glue it? Just down on the bottom bits there. There. Okay. And I'm going to put this down left. The tracing paper is coming up a little here. Not tracing paper, tissue paper, whatever it is. Okay, there's that, there's that. Now we were going to hinge this. What are we going to hinge it with? I'm thinking we're going to hinge it with not this washi tape, but gridded washi tape. Yeah, my washies are getting to be a bit messy. There's this gridded, oh, I like that color. Nice deep dark purple. Which I haven't used before. I wonder if I have one in the gridded washi drawer that I have used. Of course, I cut my nails again. I have no nails. There we go. Bear with me just a second here. Just want to make sure. All right, I'm going to cut it a little longer than I need it. Let me cover the wet glue for a second. Glue stick. Can't see it, can't see it. There. Right there. Okay. Okay. And put this one right here. And we'll also washi it on that side as well. And for this one, might be just shy. Okay. Oh. And can I see it? Can I see it? Oh, sugar shoes. It turned over on itself. Bear with me. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it out. Get it scooched in. Too late. Okay. And Pooh. We were going to use this Pooh here. Winnie the Pooh. There. Those are my good scissors too. Oh, that's what I get for when I use the wrong scissors. Put him right there. We're gonna put him right there with just more than a dab. I was gonna say just a dab of wet glue. There. There we go. Now I'm going to flip it back over this side because this is all honeycomb. And here's Winnie the Pooh losing himself in a jar of honey. I'll put him right there. Oops. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to, we still need to put the dates on both of this, but on this side, and I also want, I'm gonna put some purple flowers. I don't think I've flowered any of, well, that's not true. I use the resin flowers, whatever. Let me get my purple labels. I think I like that one. This is let's see if I can get it out. Can you get it out? No, I can't. Oh. Thank you. that one too. Okay. That one's awfully large, but let's see. It is awfully large, but we can put it there. The circle, I'm putting it there. I don't know. I like it. I'm putting it there. Let's decorate. These are both stickers. That one needs to be fussy cut out. Right there. And this one, simply because I never use close enough. I'm gonna put it here, and we just might put the date on that. This butterfly is lacking something. Maybe we'll put a flower in the middle of the butterfly. Once I get the backing off of this. Okay, right there. Now I'm thinking one of my flat flowers, we do have the dimensional flowers, but once I glue it down, it's gonna go flat anyway, unless I use tiny little foam circles on the underside to keep those petals up. I can do that. I can do that, you know, what have you. We have these that have the blue gem in the middle, which actually I don't use those that much because I'm not partial to them, but that actually might be a better, because we have that color, so that might be a better option for us. All right, we'll use that one. And I'm looking for, oh, here's a teeny, here we go. A teeny tiny, there. Okay. I think we'll do those two, unless, I don't think a teeny tiny, no, it's too small. We need to have the larger one there. Too big. All right. Dots and squares. These are different size, multi-size dots and squares, but those dots are still too big. Okay. So, I don't think we're gonna need a whole heck of a lot of this. I'm going to just cut a piece off of this. Even this piece is too big. Hopefully this will work. All right, I'll be back. There, trying to get that to stick to, those tiny pieces to stick to that paper flower and not my finger. Not there. So that can now maintain some of its puffy shape. Okay, so we have pockets. Do we need to put we need to glue this one down. Put something in the pockets. Probably would be a good idea. Let's flip this one up. This here, we would have to trim that down, but we can put that in there as a pocket. Should have backed something onto it first, although there's no texture on the reverse side. The top side here has a bit of texture on it, and I think this is a scrap from actually Dollar Tree. They have a few 12 by 12 in their craft department, 12 by 12 papers, and it's like this. It's like a little bit of a linen-y, sheeny kind of thing, but the back is just plain matte paper. And there's no white core to that, so that's nice. And I think 3 come to a package. It's not very heavy. Does it need to be? I don't think so. I don't know if they still carry it or not, quite honestly. There's this color, there's like a pale minty green and like a pale minty pink. I'm just going to put that there for now. I'm not decorating it. It's a little bit snug. Do we want to put that there? We can put it over here. Put it over here just as a decoration because there's another butterfly there, so why not? We're not going to make it a tuck spot or anything. Oops, we need to do that. Oh, there it comes. Ooh, heavy. There it comes heavy. There it comes heavy. We're going to do it this way because that one's going that way. Ugh. Can't believe it took me this long to do a purple layout in this book. But that is because the book was speaking to me, right? It was telling me what to do and what not to do. I still have a bit of scratch in here in the trash, and I know they're in the trash, so that's why I did not throw away the trash on purpose, because I know I have these little bits left of, like this here, right here, from that paper, and I wanted to use it. I don't know how I want to use it though. This scrap piece of cardstock, I'm going to, and it's white, I'm going to cut it down because it's a little worse for wear around the edges. How big is this one? How big did I say this one was? Well, 4.5. So, but it's also a gusseted pocket, so it can fit a 4.5 journaling card. Are we going to put a 4.5 journaling card in there? No, we're going to put a 4.25 by 3.25. 4.25 by 3.25. 4.25 by 3.25. It's getting caught. Why is it getting caught? Oh, because glue seepage. Okay. Okay, 4.25 by 3.25. I am going to round edges, corner round, and yes, it says pockets. It doesn't say anything about putting anything in the pockets, but we're going to put at least something in this pocket. We are. And we are going to go back to our wilted violet here. Might need to ink it up again. No, we're still doing good. It's not a whole heck of a lot on the dauber, but whoops, and my dauber's starting to flake because I don't know, how old's this dauber? How old's the foam on this dauber? Couple years. All right. I'll have to re-ink that. Whew. That's a mess. That's a mess. And I want to cut this. Cut this here. I want to put it here, just across the top, just like that, just a little bit. And then this one we can put here. It's missing that pretty bit of, and I don't think I have any more of that pretty bit because I only have this here, which has nothing much on it, and yep. Nope. But hold on, let's see. This is the, let's pull out the trash. Oh, that. And what else did I see over here? I saw this. I saw that. And we can, this might need to be cut down. This is a little bit too wide for my liking. They're both a little bit too wide for my liking. But, hello. Put a pocket. We're going to put a pocket on a journaling card. We're going to put a pocket on the journaling card. We're going to notch this just a little, sorry, using this one. I'm going to put a notch on the, I'm going to put a pocket on the journaling card, so it's not going to be a very deep pocket. Perfectly fine. Nothing ever has to go into it. We're going to put it over here. I should have rounded that corner. I did not. I'm okay with that. Also did not ink those edges. I'm okay with that as well. Now, I'm not going to use that because that's already there. I can use... Or do I even need to bother with anything? Now, I can put a little piece of washi tape. Actually, to carry through the washi tape on that other pocket, we're just going to take that right there. And we're going to put it right down here, like that. Right like that. Throw those back in the trash, and I need a thing. This is Celebrate It ribbon from Michaels. Purple iridescent sparkly, very pretty. And yes, I'm going to put it straight over. I should have put this on top of it. I wonder if it will. Nope. That's what I get for not thinking. That's what I get for not thinking. All right. I'm gonna get this spread out all over the back of oh good Lord, just got my fingers in it. Dag nabbit. There it is, exploding some more. And that happens because, whoops, I store it upside down. Yeah, there's the glue on my fingers. Ay, 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 ay. Trying to get the glue off of these fingers so that I can then use these fingers. Okay, hold on. Okay, I use the Fabrifix because this can fray, and I want to make sure that, it's still a little tacky, that it's going to stay there without fraying, like this little piece right here. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, that's dry. And it should be going all the way down. Trying to see. Now, the reason why I'm having an issue with it going all the way down, right here, it's bopping into the bottom gusset because I did not put micropore down on the bottom gusset, so it's hitting up against the ridge of the paper like that, so it's not going all the way down, which is fine, even though it is in the this is also a gusseted pocket. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a little better. That's awfully tiny bubbles. Let's see if we can write in that. Now, I told you about my Mr. Pen gel-like highlighter. Acid-free gel highlighter is what it says. But Mr. Pen also has these pens, non-bleed fine point. And they're kind of like, it's not a glazed pen, but it's kind of like the same thing, kind of like a gel pen. And the colors are pretty. It has black, pretty blue, pretty pink, and pretty green. But for down there, because this is our purple page, we're going to use our purple glaze pen. Now, I don't even remember what date this page is. I think it's, here's the rest of our book. Okay, this is the 22nd. July 22nd. My pretty glaze pen. Let's empty the trash. That's July 22nd. So I just want to make sure that's dry before I flip it over and press on it. Okay. Now this is July 21st. And because of all the embossing and contrast, what I was thinking of doing, oh, excuse me, again with the dress, pulls at my neck, is what I did, this is just a test thing. I used the Versamarker, the watermark at the pen, and I just wrote July, and then I embossed it with clear embossing powder to get a resist going. It came out a little sloppy, but then when I was looking at that, I was like, well, I could just as easily do the same thing with one of the either glossy accents or the Nouveau Crystal Glaze, one of the clear ones. Right, do the July and then ink all around it once it's dry, and then because it'll have that resist, then wipe it off of the, and so, you know, so that's what we're going to try to do. I did it this way. I originally just put down the same ink that I was using here, but it wasn't enough of a contrast to make that pop. So I can do it again and use a purple ink to make it pop. So that'll be it for today. This is Karynjean. Thank you so much for spending your time with me in the studio. Let your imagination take flight. I'll see you next time.